Today we are making a caramelized pear tart that looks refined, tastes like classic French dessert and happens to be completely vegan. I will break this into 3 parts: pastry cream, tart shell, and caramelized pears and assembly. I will tell you common mistakes, how to avoid or fix them, and give professional chef tips at the end, so stay tuned. This pastry cream is built to taste classic, will not be starchy, not overly sweet, as we have caramelized pears to give that extra sweetness. So first, whisk sugar and cornstarch together first, as this prevents clumping. Add about 1/3 of the cold soy milk and whisk into a smooth slurry. Common mistake I see is adding starch directly into hot liquid, and that creates instant lumps. Then let's move on and heat the remaining soy milk until steaming but not boiling yet. Then temper the slurry into hot milk, return everything to medium heat and whisk constantly until it thickens and starts to boil. Keep the boil and cook for additional 60 to 90 seconds. If you stop too early, you will get raw starch taste. Do not rush starch, let it gelatinize fully before removing from the heat. And finally, let's finish it. When you remove from the heat, add vegan butter and salt. Blend with immersion blender, as this makes a dramatic difference in smoothness. Spread it onto tray or a bowl, cover the surface with plastic wrap and chill completely. If your cream turns jelly-like, you probably used too much starch or overcooked it. But don't worry, you can easily fix it by blending with 1-2 tablespoons of warm plant milk. And let's move on to a tart shell. Let's start with rubbing cold butter into flour until it has sandy texture. You should not see big butter chunks. Then add icing sugar and salt. Finally add plant milk gradually until dough just comes together. Be careful not to overmix it. If gluten develops too much, you will end up with tough shell. Flatten into a disc, chill for minimum 1 hour. Cold dough helps with easier rolling and sharper edges. So roll to 3 mm thickness and line tart gently. Press corners properly and avoid thick base buildup. You want everything even and nice. Once you're finished, freeze for 20 minutes before baking. Bake at 170 degrees Celsius with fan, first with weights for 15 minutes, then remove weights and bake 10 to 15 minutes extra until evenly golden. Cool completely before filling. Final part, caramelized pears and assembly. This is where the tart becomes elegant. So let's prepare the pears. Peel, half, and remove the core. Slice evenly but keep the shape intact. Finally, brush lightly with lemon to prevent oxidation. Then, let's go to melt the sugar in a pan over medium heat. Do not stir aggressively. Let it melt naturally. Please be careful and make sure sugar is melting slowly, otherwise you will burn it in a second. Making caramel is tricky because you can go from barely any color to burnt in a blink of an eye. When amber, add vegan butter carefully. Then place pears and cook gently for 3 to 5 minutes or until it softens. Keep carefully turning and glazing them. Again, pay attention to temperature as you can easily burn caramel before pears even soften. Once you're done, let cool slightly before placing it on tart. Finally, to assemble everything, spread chilled pastry cream into cool tart shell and then arrange pears in a pattern. Pears might be difficult and slippery to handle, so use tweezers if you have any. That makes the process much easier and faster. If you want, brush leftover caramel over pears for extra shine. And for the finish, you can also use toasted almonds, light apricot glaze, or a tiny pinch of flaky salt. Chill for additional 30 minutes before slicing. And this is how you build a bakery level tart. If you enjoy elevated vegan pastry techniques explained clearly, this channel is built for you.